All right. And we are back.
Hello.
Looks like we are still waiting to start the draft from Game 3 here. So we got a few minutes to digest the first two games that have happened. I'm not going to lie, though. I really want them to start this game ASAP because I still haven't gotten a shower since I got home from work. And I don't want to be showering at midnight.
Stinky?
Not really, but like my hair is greasy. Because
fair.
if I don't wash my hair for like more than a day and a half, it just starts like getting nasty. And and plus tomorrow I'm gonna be out of the house like all day. I'm literally going into work I'll have to be there at 6:30, and I don't think I'll be home until almost 6.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
So I really really want to shower before I go to sleep, and I'd rather not do it at freaking midnight and wake up the whole house trying to do it.
That's fair.
But yeah, we have the same two teams that we featured so far, but now they're going head to head. So Camp Autumn just got done fighting Tilted Tater Tots and Nyan Garde, and now we're about to see Tilted Tater Tots and Nyan Garde go head to head themselves, and this is where I think the closest matchup we're going to see of the night so far. At the end of the day, we still have to give respect to Camp Autumn for being the best team in the league for a reason. And so their massive comebacks are, although entertaining...
I'm not saying their reasons in mid lane. I'm just saying their reasons in mid lane.
I mean, Did definitely popped off pretty hard that last game on Jinx.
That's true.
Literally got himself a pentakill. But... I agree. I think Ava does a really good job at facilitating his team's win cons. Even when he's not doing his best in the early laning phase, he's really good at finding a stray kill here or there, and then utilizing the gold to effectively carry himself and his team forward, which is what we expect from our master tier players in the tournament. So,
from probably the best player of the tournament, if I'm gonna be so bold, I would put him.
I think I would agree with that statement. But yeah, so they are definitely a force to be reckoned with. But we have two teams, both filled with players that I think are also reasonably skillful as well. We have Nate, who's effectively a diamond player, currently Emerald 1, but barely has touched ranked as it is. We have Did, obviously, who's actually joining from the Camp Autumn team as a sub for Tilted Tater Tots. So we're seeing a little bit of a handshake going on from the game 1 of tonight for game 3. Did, master tier player in flex, platinum in solo queue, averages out to maybe an emerald, low diamond, so definitely one of the higher elos that our tournament has to offer. And we have plenty of good gold and plat players that I think are underrated. If they just applied themselves to ranked a little bit more, I think they could easily climb. A lot of the players just choose not to. They find it stressful. They would rather play normals with their friends. They like ARAMs or other fun game modes. And I get it. This is a game meant to be enjoyed at the end of the day.
Yep, I agree. So, one small thing, taking a look at the standings, I believe this is the battle for last question mark?
Yeah, I think reasonably so. We have we can actually move over to the league standings really quick here on the Twitch stream.
I need to see, I don't think... Okay, Nyan Garde has one more game after this. So, it's not the official battle for last, but whoever wins this is most likely not going to be last.
Yeah, this is effectively a fight for playoffs, I believe. Unless...
for seeding, because I believe everybody's making playoffs.
Top 9 teams are making playoffs. But
that's all the teams left.
Camtars is effectively forfeited their super week, but... Oh, I think
Camtars is out.
I think Nate is ready to play.
The team that should not be named is out.
One of my teammates needs to buy Fiora.
Wait, who said that?
Oh, we're going into
we're
going into the actual champ select. Let's load it up as I actually need to switch out Nyan Garde really quick.
Now, here's a real question. Will Andrew's team draft in order this time?
No.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Can I even message him?
You message him in time.
I had to
Hit
message
him
him
with
on
the drafted
Discord.
order. Oh, he's not gonna see it on Discord in time. And your best bet was actually to send
He's
it
streaming on Discord. He better see it.
We'll see. This guy can pick a top laner here, and we're screwed.
No.
Question mark?
I just spam this man with an all chat. I swear if he picks a top laner. Okay, good. He said doing it. First pick
Hold.
Smolder comes out from Tilted Tater Tots.
That's an interesting first pick.
I mean, I think it's a good scaler. There's plenty of good supports that you can match it with. He's not really linear in that regard. And we're seeing a Seraphine match.
Yeah, and for a hyper carry, he's not one that typically likes to be played with enchanters, which I know Luna tends to lean to, but who knows? Maybe something can change.
Yeah, I could see something like a Nami working out pretty well.
Seraphine Senna.
Oh. I'm not surprised with this at all. I'm being completely honest.
I think it's also a good pick that Wydid just enjoys playing. Like we were talking about these late game scaling ADCs.
Especially since it's not going to widen.
Are they running the Samira mid?
I think they're running Smolder top.
Oh, the blind into Irelia? I sure hope not. That Smolder is going to die.
I've played that matchup rather recently, and yeah, you just kind of don't do anything against Smolder. You let the Aurelia do whatever the hell they want.
But yeah, Nyan Garde rightfully so, banning out the Jinx right out the gate. I think that was effective. Banning the Volibear, I think, has become a tradition. After Kenda popped off on stream, I don't think he's ever going to get that Volibear back. The man was like 6-1 within like 12 minutes of the game for one of the feature matches.
And still lost that game. Oh!
And ever since then, I'm pretty sure I've seen every team ban Volibear since. Mordekaiser and Gnar being banned out. They are banking on the fact that this Irelia is actually mid lane.
And it turns out it is.
And it actually might be because they're hovering Olaf right now. Surely that's... No, not the Nidalee.
No.
Yo,
No.
that he's playing
I don't think
Italy.
that's the way you go.
No way.
If you do that, you go right into a wall. Don't do it.
Is Nyan Garde really going to roll it?
Oh
Oh,
my God.
there it is. We for once...
The mini ban 0-2.
For once on the
Oh.
stream, they finally pull out the champion that their team is built around. The Fiora pick.
Yeah.
Now we just need a Yumi.
That is
Wait.
Oh.
What?
What?
What
What
that
is
is...
is
going
a
on?
decision.
We are not about to see a Samira mid, a Smolder top, and a Zeri ADC. There's no shot.
Okay.
Yeah. Giga's taking the Renekton. Very strong comfort pick for him. I don't know if the Renekton is the move into Fiora. I feel like if Fiora plays their cards right, she absolutely dumpsters Renekton.
He absolutely does. Also, there's the Yumi you asked for.
There is the
about to say-
Yumi. They're going to steal it from Nyan Garde, even though I don't know where Nyan Garde would want to put... I guess they could put the Seraphine mid, Irelia jungle if they really wanted to get
The
fancy.
Vex support. Also, regarding the Renekton Fiora matchup, it's entirely on how fast the Fiora can react to the Renekton's particle effects when he presses W.
I'll say, I believe that's a super hard skill matchup for Fiora. The Renekton just like doesn't even have to hit his W. He can just angrily walk at the Fiora and stat checker.
And Viego
What?
jungle is going to wrap it up. A very kill-heavy game set up for Nyan Garde. Very feast or famine as well. We got some scaling coming down in the bot lane with the Seraphine Senna. Very hard resets from setting up on these kills with Irelia Fiora. We're seeing what looks like a very strong skill check as the Smolder
it's-
support. Luna is really trying to
Uh-huh.
show me up live on stream.
She said, "You suck. Let me show you how it's done."
This is
Smolder support.
These are the kind of
That's-
drafts that I like to see at the end of the day. Because when you can break not only the enemy team's ankles, but the caster's ankles at the same time, why not?
True.
Now, I have notoriously flamed Luna for this Smolder pick before. which is why I know there's at least some degree that she did this specifically because she knew I was going to be reacting to it. And I will be the first to say that this is absolute troll. Smolder is not a viable support in any way, shape, or form. He cannot farm his stacks effectively because the only way he's going to get it is off of his snot bubble. He has no heals, no shields, no CC, no engage, no disengage. He has absolutely nothing in his kit that can support another player on his team.
But Zach, the best CC is death. And Smolder does damage.
Yeah, when 30 minutes passes.
I completely agree with you. But to play devil's advocate.
You know, I want it to work. I really do. But I don't think it'll work.
I have to agree. Especially into such a solid lane that Seraphine Sen is going to be. I find it rather difficult. And this poor Samira has, like, no synergy with the rest of the team.
Literally no knockups. Barely any stuns.
You have some CC, but none of it. I mean, the only consistent CC is Renekton W.
Yeah, I don't think you can proc Samira's passive off of fears. I think it's only stuns and snares.
I think you can.
It's any CC.
I was like, pretty sure it's any CC. It doesn't have like the extended. It's no longer. It hasn't been extended for a while.
Doesn't it still knock up? Because isn't it any CC and she knocks you up?
She does knock up.
It's basically
up,
just like a little free auto attack dash type of thing.
Well, it suspends him in the air for like a quarter second while she's dashing. Yeah, it does.
I'm pretty certain it does. I'm pretty certain it's just like a little auto attack follow up. It only does that if it's a knockup.
I mean, we can.
Because that's what made her. That's what made her really strong, was that it wasn't only on knockups. Was when she extended the CC duration.
I think they just lowered the duration because it used to be like a full like half second knockup, where I think now it's literally just like a. It's literally the duration of the dash, like maybe a quarter second.
No, we do. We look it up. to the web page.
Well, while we're looking that up, you guys in Twitch chat, let us know, who do you think is going to win this matchup between Tilted Tater Tots and Nyan Garde? As we're looking at what looks to be a very volatile team from both sides. Not too many wombos that are going to be coming out. I think we're going to be watching people just straight up skill check each other. And we'll go ahead and load up the game as we speak. Oops.
So what I'm looking at is that it's just an auto attack reset if they're immobilized. And if they are airborne, it extends the CC by half a second.
Half a second. Okay, I knew it wasn't very long, but...
Yeah, but on other CCs, it doesn't extend that CC.
Okay, interesting.
If that makes sense. It's only on knockups does it extend the knockup. I think.
I'm sure we'll see it at some point if one of us remembers to pay attention.
I would hope so.
So we are seeing a couple of role swaps and substitutions coming in from both teams. So substitution Whited, we talked about this earlier, helping out with Samira in the bot lane. And we see Chronic and Kenda going back to their normal positions. Kenda's going back in the jungle. Chronic is going to be taking up the mid lane. But on the enemy team, we see a little bit of a swap around as well. Lord of Penguins going out of the jungle back into mid. But Nate going from support up to jungle. And Pickin going over to take over the ADC role. Zhu also used to be Dr. Guillotine, moving into the support role. This is a heck of a mix around from their normal standard comp.
No, you've heard the Cupid Shuffle. Now this is basically the Cupid Shuffle in League of Legends.
we report my captain. Looks like we're gonna get some.
Maybe Blind Fiora.
That's chapter of all time.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna say that. I actually, now thinking about Tilted Tater Tots' plan, I did like their bans of the Mordekaiser and the Gnar if they were gonna slam the Renekton.
Yeah.
I feel like from Red side, talking about draft, they could have switched that. They could have picked the Viego first and then waited to see if Minnie wanted to play the Fiora into whatever Giga was gonna play. But
speaking of Fiora, she had to run back to the fountain because she forgot to buy her health pot. I don't think it's going to be relevant because Tilted Tater Tots is not invading at all, but it was pretty funny to point out.
Sorry. What can you say? He's nervous. He's
playing, he's definitely nervous. Champion. He's taking up a Doran's shield instead of a Doran's blade. So even in the skill matchup, he's just accepted that he's not going to win it. Or at least not going to walk into it with the expectation that he is. Luna is...
I do like the response from Giga of just parry forehead.
Yeah, Luna's definitely just having a good time. Quotations team. I didn't think of it that way. I love our banter. All right, and we're off. Immediately the fears are coming out. Lord of Penguins is going to try to take a quick trade in on Chronic at level 1. He actually wins those, as Aurelia is way stronger than Vex is at level 1. Chronic needs to play a little bit safer than that. Wait till level 2.
Yeah, Vex is a perplexing champion because she is made to counter, quote-unquote, these champions with dashes and such. But the fear cooldown is just so long most of the time.
That just happens.
Yeah, the dash champion gets on them, and then they can't play the game anymore anyway. Because at the same time, you're still a control mage.
Yeah, and your cooldowns take 4 to 5 business days to actually show up again.
Exactly.
Yeah, you basically have to play as a reactionary mage rather than a proactive one. And looks like Viego's already posturing himself towards mid lane. Lord of Penguins is going to go in, gets feared away, but gets the stun off. Nate's going to combo it out with his own. Chronic's going to try to flash away, and Nate's going to have to give it up. Not going to be able to tank the tower at level 3. Meanwhile, Chronic and Kenda aren't not quite done yet. Echo looks like he's trying to face off a little bit as Chronic wants to get this wave under tower, but Lord of Penguins is not going to make it easy for him. Quick little trade out from the top in the bot lane, but...
Very good Q. A little underrated thing here that's happening in the top lane that I didn't catch right away. The Doran shield actually wasn't like a lack of confidence in the matchup. It was actually taking the safe route in the matchup. Knowing you're going to get pushed in, just having the passive region to heal yourself up, buffing up your Grasp of the Undying rune so you're able to do a little bit more damage in those trades when you do get to proc it to heal yourself, right? It makes it so that the Renekton's early game pressure is kind of nullified because he just has such a safe laning phase.
Still a pussy decision.
It's a consistent one, though.
I mean, yeah, true.
Like, looking at the CS lead, it's obviously not huge right now, but had the Fiora gone Doran's Blade, that would not be the case.
Well, I mean, just because the correct decision is a pussy decision doesn't make it less of a pussy decision. That's all I'm going to say.
Fair. What's it called? Case in point, what you were talking about earlier about the champion with the dashes just getting all up in your nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, this does get worse as it goes on. So.
Yeah, well, Chronic could have won that trade there, but he got greedy with his auto attacks for whatever reason. If he had literally just rotated his spells and walked under tower, I don't think there was much that Lord of Penguins would have been able to do against him. Because he wouldn't have been ranged to get hit by the E. Or W? Actually don't know what Aurelia's spells are.
Flawless Duet is the E, and that's the stun. That's
okay, no, I was talking about the damage reduction.
That's the W.
Okay, yeah. That sounds.
I don't know that name, but that's the W.
That sounds like a W move.
Ceaseless Edge, or is that a different champion? I try to be good with knowing the champion ability names.
Oh, I bet that's her ult, isn't it? Vanguard's Edge is her ult.
Vanguard's Edge is her ult. Ooh, I don't know what her W is. The internet.
Get the grand challenge from Fiora. I'm trying to like read all these. Oh, I know, Mom. That one I know.
Defiant Dance is Irelia W.
Defiant Dance. Interesting. But yeah, Fiora.
Yeah, I tend to know ultis. I don't know every basic ability. I think I know every ulti off the top of my head, but.
And you're significantly better than I am because I only know like 10 champions.
I say that, and I'm looking at the champions of this game, and there is one I don't know.
Which one?
Vex. I do not know Vex off the top of my head.
I believe it was the like Sinister or something. Shadow Surge.
That makes sense. I could have gotten there eventually. I would have said like Shadow something, but
I'll Google it.
Yeah, Chronic not wanting this trade. He's going to use the Shadow Surge to try to trade a little bit of damage, but Lord of Penguins is going to flash forward to get the auto attack off. First blood for Irelia in the mid lane. Up 20 CS too. Going to be up a whole nother wave as Kenda comes to stop the bleeding from mid lane. Nate's going to use that prio to grab the grubs. And yeah, Lord of Penguins just going to be able to back away. Not going to be fearful of his life there. Oh, that is not the stun you want to see, Giga.
once you don't get the insta stun, you have to just not even try to go for it, or you're just gonna end up like this and kaput.
Yep. Tried to back into the bush, stall out for the E cooldown, but didn't get it fast enough. Was fighting inside of a huge minion wave too when he took that stun trade. I just don't think that was necessary.
Renekton is actually one of the few champions in the game that says, fuck your laning fundamentals. Fighting in a minion wave is actually what he wants because his Q heals him based off of target hit.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like he actually likes fighting in big minion waves for big Q healing. But that's only on the empowered version, and I believe he was short like 5 Fury when he queued, so instead he got no healing. And was just depressed. And then got ganked.
Sad bean hours.
Sad bean hours indeed.
Well, Neon Guard.
But yeah, the Aurelia's full build.
Yeah, Nyan Garde has been able to pick up 2 kills. The game is far from over, but 2K gold lead is definitely a really nice thing to have going into the first couple minutes of the game. And the grubs getting taken off from the top side of the map. Nate finally was able to clear out those as well. Imagine he's going to path his way down bot lane and try to use this prio that they have to grab a dragon.
Yeah, having a 2K gold lead with the Renekton who's supposed to be winning early, and the Seraphine Senna that's going to be scaling really well. I think Red Side is super happy here. That's turret shot.
And it's a turret shot.
Unfortunately, not the greatest trade. Oh, nice Q.
Yeah.
While Chronic has not played this lane particularly well, he has hit some nice Qs.
Yeah, the Merc Treads from Lord of Penguins is actually going to be fairly relevant as Chronic's going to go in for another fight. Renekton's coming in as well, though. Lord of Penguins is going to get 2v1'd, and he's going to try to take a return kill, but it's not going to be quite enough. Chronic's going to be able to pick it up.
The Dawning Shadow almost came in with the save there, and let Andrew get a 1-for-1, but Chronic had flash to not stay in range anymore, so worked out for him.
Yep, and they're going to be able to rotate this over to the Dragon as well. So Tilted Tater Tots going to be able to put themselves on the board jungle objective-wise. Giga taking a trade out from the Fiora, and yep, Nate's coming forward. He flashes in for the stun. Giga's going to pop the Dominus. Yeah, I remembered. Going to pop the unleash the Dominus. Sorry, we're not using pop anymore.
No.
We don't pop the Dominus. We unleash the Dominus.
Yeah. Unbench the Kench, if you will.
Yeah, unleash the beast.
And Nate finishes off that kill with the Heartbreaker. And,
yeah, I did.
Yeah, see, now I know, again, when I said the only one I didn't know was Vex, that's because that was the only one I didn't know.
Do you know what the Fiora ult is?
Grand Challenge.
Dang, I definitely
I'm telling you, I'm pretty good with it. I do play the, what is it? I assume most people have heard of the Wordle, where it's like you guess a word every day.
Oh,
there is
yeah.
a League of Legends version of that.
And
We have a 5 to 10 minute meeting at work every day, and so I have time to do it every day. So I do it every day.
that is pretty fun. Maybe I'll start doing that. Help with my my casting knowledge a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. It's a good time too.
Yeah, I think it would be a fun challenge.
Try to do it as little as possible. But, they have like a challenge mode on the abilities though, and I just turned that off. I just don't care enough. It's like they make it grayscale and they rotate it. It's so dumb. I actually hate it.
Yeah, I mean it's just like pulling out flashcards. You just want a little pop quiz.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good time. I do recommend if you do play League of Legends on a consistent basis. Because then the base game, like it has like multiple little sections. The base game test your like champion knowledge in terms of like lore and release date and stuff.
Now
Which is also fun.
that one I think I'd be able to do a lot better at than spell names.
That's like the base version. It has what is it? Goes gender. I think it's gender, lane, species.
Look at me. I'm people.
Luna's just
Gender,
taunting
lane,
them.
Species. Yeah, she's having a good time. She's playing her smolder.
She is, and she's basically getting away with it. They're actually out farming them right now.
I'm about to say, what are her stacks out? I'm curious. She at 25 yet?
She's
Click
definitely
on
going
it.
to be at 25.
Oh, she just ticked over.
Oh, she just hit 25. Oh, I figured she would have been there by now.
That's what I thought too, because she kept just spamming it her doubly off of cooldown.
Yeah. But yeah, if we look at the gold advantage, ADCs are basically dead even. The farm advantage and the tower plate is about the same. Supports, actually a good 400 gold lead from the Senna. I guess just proccing the support item significantly
She's
more.
rocking more often.
Yeah, that makes sense. Smolder doesn't have a lot of range to, auto attack. About 1,000k gold lead on the Fiora. We've seen that from the kill and the couple of plates. The 20 CS up. That all checks out. Mid lane, about 1,000 gold up as well. Actually more, 1,300 gold. That one is a little higher than I was anticipating. I know we've seen some kills in the mid lane, but we've seen what I would argue is a fair trade. Yeah, Giga's gonna have to pop, unleash the Dominus and walk away under tower there.
I maybe would have gone for a different Vital if I was Mini there, but again, I'm not the Fiora player, so he knows better than I do. I would have gone for that bottom Vital first, personally, before going for the side Vital.
Honestly, I think
take a tower shot.
Fiora should look to start to proxy here instead of trying to go for the tower.
I
Proxy
agree,
and jungle
especially with
fan.
Hydra.
Oh,
Yeah.
flash forward from Load of
Whoa.
Penguins is not going to be able to land the ultimate, though. As Luna and Whited are going to be able to kind of casually walk away from that one. Ghost popped off from Senna as well. Zhu is not going to like that.
Yeah, I was kind of curious by that at the beginning of the game. I understand because they're playing an AD carry, but at the same time, you are playing support, and exhaust this game probably would have went pretty all right, but I think Giga gets chased down here.
Yeah, he can't take this
Oh,
fight.
maybe
I know
not.
he's baiting it in for Kenda, but I don't think the fight is worth grabbing anyways. Kenda might even be losing this 1v1. He's 2 levels down. He doesn't finish his item yet. Nate is posturing over for the dive, but I don't think he's going to want it. Chronic flashes in with the ultimate. Tower shot goes in on Lord of Penguins as Nate is
takes
running
the
down Giga.
Oh,
Double dash away, but the flash forward is unstoppable. Nate is going to be able to pick up a kill. Or unbreakable.
that was actually nearly really clean from Giga, but
It was
Just
neither. It was heartbreaking.
wasn't enough. The stun into the double E,
This
or
is
got the
Vanguard's
heal with the
Edge.
stun
I
to
read
the
that
double E.
earlier. Already forgot it.
Short-term memory loss. Just flush it down, just like I did with most of my college classes.
Yeah, it's just not worth learning, It's like, how often am I going to be talking about Irelia's Vanguard Edge in a team fight?
I mean, luckily you don't do this for a job, so that's like the big thing.
Yeah. Well, also, like, some of these abilities just, like, I don't know, I guess I hear it a lot in a pro play, or just, it makes sense. Like, Chrono Break just makes sense for whatever reason. Like, it just is really easy
I
for
mean,
me
that's
to
the
remember.
reason I know Viego's. It's because of pro play.
Yeah. Like the Dawning Shadow from Senna, I know it from pro play. But like I hear Samira's ult all the time. I've read it like 13 times in the previous game. I've already forgotten it.
Do you want to know what it is?
It's got to be
That's unfortunate.
yeah. Yeah, Mini just
It's
got
Inferno
collapsed on.
Trigger.
Inferno Trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I keep wanting to say like Rose
Temple
Dancing
Trigger.
Waltz something. It just feels right.
I think Waltz was Fiora's old
Well, I was
ulti.
like, you Blade Waltz is old
Blade
Fiora
Waltz,
ult?
yeah. But yeah.
That's old Fiora. Holy. Now thinking
Um,
about it, Fiora reworks like what, 8 years old now? 10
Oh,
years?
probably
Oh.
longer or older.
Oh no.
But yeah, Tilted Tater Tots been able to pick up a kill on both Mini and Nate. Really, really good for them. Load of Penguins is going to step forward, try to kill off the Samira. She's going to try to block it up a little bit. Cleanse comes out. The ult is going to come out as well. Not going to be quite enough.
Yeah, that's weird. Just does not
As
do
the
anything.
Inferno trigger wasn't enough to take the kill.
Even with the flash and everything, getting hit by the stun tends to spell death when you're fighting in Aurelia.
Yep. And Irelia that's already finished Bork.
Yep, they're full build. Bork and boots, that's all you need.
Teleport coming down from Giga's
You-
Renekton. He's going to be using the movement speed.
Oh my
Chronic's
God,
coming down
double
as well.
TP.
They found Nate in the jungle, but they're going to be able to move it forward. Slowdown comes out from the Smolders.
Oh,
Nate's
one
popping over the
encore.
wall. There's going to be some damage coming out from Echo as he's going to be dying. Viego takes up the reset, grabs Irelia, resets it once again. His Giga's going down as well. Pickens going to be able to take out that kill. Chronic might be wanting more. Lands the Searing Shadow Surge. But not going to
He's
be
like,
able.
you don't have to. It's not the end of the world. I love that you're trying, though, you know? It's good practice.
It's better than just saying the ulti over and over again.
That is true. I have to agree with that.
Say the dash.
The dash, the R button,
The dash.
The R
the
button, yeah.
ultimate move.
It's time for my ultimate attack. Oh, nice parry.
Be a honey badger and just run at them.
You know, a lot of people may shit talk Minnie's Fiora, but when he's playing somebody that like is similar in skill level or is worse than him, he's pretty decent on it. Being honest, because I know there have been struggles or there have been memes in the past for poor Minnie of the Fiora, and I think it was not the Riftwalkers tournament, but the tournament before that. I believe he faced Monty and fed his brains out. So that's the impression I got.
Yeah, that was my team. Yeah, we won.
So you were there for that.
Yeah, we
Noted.
won.
He said he watched it live in real time.
Dang, Lord of Penguins takes the 2v1, gets him back up from Fiora's mini, and is able to pull out a double kill from it. That is a 5-1 and 2 Irelia. Absolutely terrifying.
Especially into this team that does not have a lot of answers to this Irelia, especially because I'm pretty sure that is a wits end second. And if that is the case, then they are going to be in for a rough time.
Yep, going to drop the Rift Herald in the mid lane to pick up the mid tower. Might be able to get the second charge off if they want to keep up the pressure. They are going to take the charge. They're going for it. Looks like Nate was trying to decide if he wanted to use it to take a tower or to run down Luna, but opted for the tower instead. I think going for the mid tower, if you can break open that mid inhib, it is absolutely done. Because then you can...
Might be a little early to break the inhib, but if you can break the turret, it's very good because it gives you an easy avenue for an inhib later when it's a better opportunity. Because right now, if you break an inhib now, there's no Baron, and then the team just with the inhib down just gets to farm super minions for
free. You have a minute
minute
till
or two.
Baron spawns. The big downside about their comp as of now is I don't think they actually take the Baron very quickly. They definitely can take it if they can pick up a couple of kills, but it is not as fast as your average ADC. Lord of Penguins is getting collapsed in on. Dawning Shadow comes out from the back to back
I
it up,
don't
and the
think he
Chrono Break
loses
from
this.
Penamaster is going to be able to pick up some health. Ken is going in further. He's risking it all, and he's going to be getting ran down. Lord of Penguins
Oh my
is
goodness,
just
Doobie.
a nightmare. Picking with the TP ult comes out as well. Oh, the Encore. I knew that one. The TP Encore. As Mom comes flying out to wave clear it out. They're going to be able to take the kill anyways. The Lord of Penguins is pressing forward to try to take this Smolder out.
Yeah, luckily he's super fed. Otherwise, that would not have gone as well as it did. Because I think that ulti hit Turtle in New Jersey, and the E hit me in Ohio. So
Oh,
Here we are.
Luna got caught.
here we are. Yep, and she got caught by a stun over the wall. Good trap by Andrew there.
There's the Baron. They're just going to start it up.
Might as well.
And I don't know if it's that they don't know that they're taking Baron or that Ken is just opting to go farm and help pressure bot side. But either way, they're going to get it. I think... Yeah. Oh, they just have no idea.
Yeah, they have no vision.
Panda not having R kind of probably makes him not want to walk in and face check 4 people.
I would agree with that. And these solo laners are absolutely terrifying. As Minnie is just angrily running at the other team because he does not give a shit.
And blink and you'll miss it, at least for me. There's a 11k gold lead for Nyan Garde because this Irelia is just so far ahead.
That's how much of the Bible
Over double. Actually, that is actually double.
Irelia.
Actually double the gold that Vex has. And is sitting on 3,200. That is a full item this man is about to go purchase.
Yep, he hit his beaky. What does he get? Probably should be a Sterix. Ooh, a Jack Show. That's also a good choice.
Yeah, I think he wanted to start building. He needs to start building a little tankier here because he's already doing significantly more damage than the average player, and he needs to keep that shutdown gold alive.
That's fair. I mean, again, as I said earlier, Irelia full build is just Bork. So you could unironically go full tank after Bork, and still be fine.
Terminus.
I mean,
wouldn't have been a terrible idea.
Yeah, you could. It technically makes you tankier as the fight goes on. I think a shield bow would be pretty useful as well. But
I think shield bow's less useful than like a Sterix would be.
The percentage multipliers from Jack Show and Terminus just make it really annoying to die in an extended fight.
He's going for the 1v4. 2v4.
Yeah, and he's going forward. Luna's going to be falling down as Kenda's trying to push up the pressure as well. That is a lot of damage coming out from Wydid as he's going to pick up a double kill and a shutdown gold on the Irelia.
As my team said yesterday in the Reds team, comebackable. After I got the 1k on Wydid, it was not comebackable, but comebackable. The Seraphine is now just hitting bot lane turret.
Yeah, Shu and Nate setting up a death bush. Kenda fears that there might be something ahead. They had the ward in the bush, so they didn't want to walk too far forward. A flash forward as Chronic might be getting caught out here. He's trying to run away. Encore is going to snipe him out, and that's going to be a reset for Nate if he wants it. Using it to fear it out. Kenda's going to get taken down, and so is... Oh, no, Wydid's not quite out yet. Almost picks up a triple kill, but the triple kill instead goes to Pick and Seraphine. Luna's going to be able to clean up a kill on... Or, wait. I hate Viego.
I believe the Viego just died.
Yeah, Viego died to Luna, but I was like, Luna just picks up the kill on Echo, and I was like, wait, Echo's on her team. How did that happen?
I guess she also goes AP Smolder support, so it's literally just the booger.
It is
that does anything.
Snot Max all the way.
I'm not a fan of it.
And yeah, she's down 1,500 gold. Now, most of that is from assists that Senna's picked up, but...
Guillotine did go with the Black Cleaver, so she does know the build, which is nice. Or she knows the build that at least was played in else yesterday. I don't know if that's going to end up being the correct build, but I think that's the build I like more than just the straight Enchanter build.
It feels like it's just covered in Andrew's influence, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't be surprised. Andrew was probably watching else yesterday at work or something.
Or maybe he was watching twitch.tv/Team Rosemary 2 hours ago when we mentioned it on stream.
When he was playing in the game?
When he
was
finished the game.
In the game.
Was he in that game? Yeah, he was in that game.
No, he wasn't. Yeah, he was in the VOD playback for game 2. Yeah, no, he would have been in game 1. You guys are gaslighting.
He would be able to watch it.
Yeah, you guys are gaslighting.
Maybe he did listen to us. Maybe he listened to my geniusness. It'll fire from LCS.
the best analyst desk there is.
That's where I'm coming from. Like. Yeah, we are waiting for Baron to spawn, if I had to guess.
Yeah, they're just trying to keep these waves off of the inhib right now. But I think this inhib's going to fall. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, everybody just walks up. Oh, Andrew wanted to go
Mom's
there.
coming in from the front, so is Chronic going in. Lord of Penguins isn't really got caught out. He's got a bunch of heals coming out from Seraphine and Senna. Giga gets the dominance going, but it's not going to be quite enough. Nate goes under the tower, tries to get some resets going, but he's taking up 2 towers, and that's going to be a lot more damage than he's hoping for.
The Inferno trigger.
Double kill comes out. The Collector making good use out for Wydid. And he's going to be able to get some more of them pretty low. Lord of Penguins is the tankiest one on the unit. Chronic needed to go back to the fountain and just opted not to. His Luna's going to fall as well, and I think that's going to be the end of the game.
I have to agree. I believe that is JJ.
As Minnie is dancing on him. Just watching his team finish off these Nexus turrets. And unfortunately, that means the tilted Tater Tots end the series.
And the season.
Yes, end the season. 1-9?
2-8.
Is it 2-8?
Yeah, because they get their win from
Camtars.
7XO, and they're
okay.
Camtars.
2-8. Well, congratulations to Nyan Garde, and specifically to Lord of Penguins for an amazing pop off on Irelia. That was really, really solid. We're going to go ahead and get a poll going really quick. I think there's a very strong bias towards always going for the players that got super fed, but...
Is it me, or did Chronic's name change in the lobby?
If you see
yeah.
it after the spectator thing, that's a client bug.
Yeah, I don't know why it gives some of the default names as well. But yeah, those of you guys in Twitch chat, go ahead and vote. Who do you guys want to see us grab in for a quick interview? And then we will be calling it a night here soon. I hope. I still need to shower.
Zach needs to go to bed. He's got to get up early tomorrow.
Legit. It's 10 p.m. and I got to be up at 5:30.
That's an 07 for me, dog. I mean, I have to get up for church too, but I don't got to actually work at the church. I'm just a volunteer in the mornings.
What do you volunteer at? Like what section of ministry?
My best friend is like the middle school coordinator for and the middle school service is at 9:30.
Oh, cool.
So I volunteer with him, and then we go to second service and go get lunch afterward.
That's what's up.
Bro.
You always got to get that post church lunch going. All right.
Yep.
We do have Andrew available for the stream, but unfortunately for him at the very end, DG.
Guillotine. What the fuck? That's such a weird bug to me. With like the name changing in the client.
See.
Yeah.
Let's see if she's available. I assume she will be. Most of the players are always down for a quick interview.
I don't know.
She's fine.
I mean, she did well. She did her job on the Seraphine.
She did.
Their bot lane almost just didn't die, which would have been an experience. Yoinkies.
Hello. Zhu, no longer DG. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
We are doing great. It is pretty late, but it's been a great game.
Yeah.
It was worth watching.
Mhm.
What are your final thoughts? I believe that was y'all's last match. For
No, we have one more against Momo.
They have one tomorrow.
y'all have one tomorrow. Okay. So
At 6 p.m. EST.
how do you feel so far? Just with
It was fun watching Pick and play Seraphine.
Yeah, so I guess that's definitely a great first question to bring up, because we noticed you guys did a big swap around with a lot of your teammates than what y'all normally would consider your main roles. So like what was that a premeditated thing, or was that like an adaptation because of what happened in draft?
It's what happened in draft, but like we kind of wanted to pick Seraphine for Pickin', but then when we saw like Smolder and then Samira, or I think it was like Smolder first, so I was like, oh, we should pick Seraphine. And then like Seraphine Senna, we picked Seraphine Senna because we already knew we wanted to pick Seraphine for Pickin'.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we saw the Samira, I'm like, hey, we should do Nyla, and like we were thinking about it. But I don't know what happened because then we just picked Irelia. Maybe I said I didn't want to play Nyla again, but I don't know.
So originally we were gonna have Seraphine support.
Originally we were gonna have Seraphine mid because Andrew can play Seraphine against Chronic.
Okay.
And then Senna would be Pickin', and I'll be Nyla. But
But
then we just like threw that out of the window and did Seraphine, picking Seraphine, and me Senna.
so you pivoted to support. He pivoted to
Mhm.
APC, and then y'all gave the Irelia to Lord of Penguins.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That obviously paid
It's a
off.
roller coaster.
Yeah, it obviously paid off for you guys because
Yeah.
that Irelia became extremely fed.
I know. Yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
when
that's
Andrew
original-
plays with confidence, he's a pretty good player.
Mhm.
It's just
I think-
sometimes he doesn't play with confidence, and
I feel like if we pick
let's go
weird comps that like I don't know, that I guess that doesn't really work. I'm not sure. I'm not good with team draft. We just pick like random stuff, we win. Cause like we were laughing about like
just pick
what we're
random
picking.
stuff and do it.
Yeah.
I mean, with this comp, you're looking to get like CC with the like a long range. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
CC with like the Seraphine and the Senna, and then the
We have
Irelia
Diego.
Diego follow up with resets, and
Yeah.
then Minnie's playing Fiora to be there. I don't know. the top laner is unironically unimportant.
We have a
unimportant,
mission. We
so-
had a mission for Minnie here. He gotta go all around the world. So he gotta go.
Yeah,
You
I know. I know
yeah.
about the round the world mini.
Mhm.
Okay, well I don't, so please explain.
So Minnie is gonna have to play all the roles at least once. And
Like,
the
yeah,
last
right?
role he hasn't played yet is support.
So at some point in the tournament, he said he was going to play every single role.
Yes.
Because the game's a Mickey Mouse game and he can play everything.
Yeah.
That's most likely a quote from Minnie.
Mhm.
That is such a Chad move. But I mean, I suppose it worked. He played perfectly fine on Fiora. He won his lane. He had some really good trades, some good positioning in team fights. So it worked out for him.
Yeah.
Now I guess I'll have to look forward to that either tomorrow or come playoffs when we get to see Mini support.
I think it's tomorrow. if I
Yeah, we're
guess, 'cause
planning
tomorrow's
tomorrow.
low stakes.
Yeah.
I would not want to.
I would not do it.
I would
in
not wanna
knockout,
meme
if I'm
during the
completely-
playoffs.
completely honest.
But that is
It'd be
that
a
is
bold
wild.
strategy, Cotton.
Well, and I
That'll be
think that is something we've noticed from y'all's team specifically is you guys have very little issues with pivoting players across different roles. Most teams are pretty straight-laced when it comes to where they put their players, and the only time we really see people moving positions is when we see a substitute come out. We're like, okay, our sub is playing ADC, so we're moving our ADC towards mid, and then my mid towards top, or like we've seen like shuffles like that happen where you have to accommodate a specific sub, but you guys will just straight up do it because you want to draft a champion, or
Yeah.
you just
We just do
woke
like
up that morning and decided, I'm a jungle today. Like
Mhm.
even across the games from yesterday to today, we saw Nate on jungle, we saw Nate on support with Senna. So like you guys have proven that you have two players on your team who are perfectly viable at playing Senna. Like so it's not even
Yeah.
a champion specific thing where like, oh, we're gonna draft Ezreal, but we have no intention of taking it bot lane. It's only ever gonna be for our mid laner. Like it's just straight up a free for all, which I think is a really strong flex for you, not just you but your team as a whole. Like it makes drafting for and against so much harder for enemy teams to, because you can't predict champions, much less players. Like that's an even more wild thing of like, can I stat check somebody? Can I skill check somebody? I don't even know who I'm going against.
Yeah.
But
I'm just glad that I'm just glad that I finally have a win under Senna, because like I tried to play Senna like solo queue. Not gonna lie, I have like a 0% win rate. So finally, I have at least one win. I have one win under my belt.
Yeah, just play her when she's completely turbo broken and build support. Duh.
Yeah.
On the game.
But honestly, the whole reason I wanted to play Senna was like I have skins for her and not for Seraphine. And then that somehow tilted Picken, which is funny. Yeah, like, oh my goodness, it's Jover.
was it?
No, it's never Jover.
That's right. That's what we like to
friendship,
hear.
We trust. In friendship, we trust.
In friendship, we trust.
That's right. The power of friendship will always prevail.
I'll maybe pee myself.
Well, I got two more questions before I wrap it up here, unless Turtle or Joey want to hop in. But first one I have is, what were you guys planning when y'all went into the draft? Because I know we talked about a little bit about flexing the picks, But did y'all have an initial draft strategy that y'all were going to go, or did y'all just kind of fly by the edge of your seat the whole way?
We kind of flew by. Like, we already knew we wanted to have Seraphine for picking, and then Fiora, because we at least had to have a Fiora for Mini, you know?
Well, you got to
At
have a
least one
Fiora
game,
for
agreed.
Nyan Garde at some point. I mean,
Exactly.
it's
exactly.
weird if you don't.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
kind of did.
it's like the team mascot type.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we have Emmy on Braum all the time, is we have to support the Poros.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure Gangspank would love to play their Gangplank if he stopped getting banned, but...
The Gangplank player is no longer on the team.
Oh, he's
Oh,
gone.
wait, really?
Yeah, he subbed out because he got slammed by school. At least that's what I was told.
Yeah, what?
He's getting slammed by school. Like he's schoolwork.
Oh, school.
Yeah,
I thought you said skull, like his head. I was like, the man had an injury?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, he's in the hospital?
No,
Oh, my
school.
word.
School.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's good to know.
At least that's what I think I read a few.
Although,
Like a
I'm
few
kind of
weeks
worried,
ago.
like, after these kinds of matches, I have to, like, go back to my MacBook for maybe a few weeks. Because I'm moving into my dorm, which kind of sucks.
Oh, yeah,
More
moving off to
Wi-Fi.
college. How exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to make you
I'm back to MacBook. I'm back to MacBook on gaming.
MacBook gaming.
nasty.
Alright, you're gonna
Let's
see, I'm gonna, like,
go.
my efficiency goes to, like, 1,000. I'm gonna beat every single one of you guys. Just you wait.
And
On the
I,
MacBook, yeah.
Yeah,
I
on the
believe it.
MacBook, yeah.
I would love to see that. The touchpad hero.
I have an
Hero
adapter
playing
for
on
the
a
mouse. I have an
PowerPoint
adapter for a mouse.
presentation.
Well,
Not
hopefully,
me, Giga Chad. Use the touchpad.
hopefully that doesn't affect your ability to play in the playoffs too heavily.
Yeah.
New.
Did you have, what was the second question?
The second one was you guys have one more match. I don't expect you guys to spoil your draft strategy, as I try to preface with all the people we interview. But is there anything we should be looking forward to tomorrow when it comes to watching your match tomorrow? Is there anything you guys have cooked up that you think might be interesting to the fans? You think you're gonna run it a little straight laced, try to go for a clean victory? Have y'all thought that far?
Besides, watch for a mini support.
Watch for mini support. All right, well, we will be looking forward to that tomorrow. And if you guys are looking forward to it just as much as I am and the rest of us here are on the call, then you guys can tune back in tomorrow to twitch.tv/Team Rosemary. Same time, same place. Actually, I don't know if it's the same time, but definitely the same place. Tomorrow evening, we will be checking out as many matches as we can as we wrap up Super Week. DG, is there anything you'd like to say to the fans, to your team, or anybody else before we sign off here tonight?
Good luck, everyone. I don't know what else to say. Sorry.
Short,
You're
sweet.
stealing the interview, man, Andrew. What else is new?
What?
No, I'm just saying. I wanted to talk to Andrew. I felt scammed.
Oh, see, I
That's-
was kind of shocked that I was invited again.
You were voted the most. I don't know what else to say. But
It's
yeah,
popular, I guess.
well, people's heartthrob DG gets to be brought back in for another call, an interview. Great to have you. Good night, good news, and all that mess. Those of you guys who have been tuning into the stream, it's your first time here. You're not used to what we have going on here for the Loafman Tournament of Champions. We do this tournament once or twice a year, usually a big, long tournament. But we also have a bunch of smaller events that we do. We've done arena tournaments. We've done TFT tournaments, one-on-one, ARAMs, Clash, all sorts of fun stuff that happens in the Discord, and tons of other games besides League and Riot-related content as well. So if you guys are looking for a fun community to be a part of, meet up with some friends, hang out in a Discord call, and just be a part of a fun, welcoming, and engaging community, come check out the Loafland Discord. If you need the information, we can drop it in the Twitch chat for you guys to join in. And if you guys are excited, look forward to more awesome gameplay, definitely come check out tomorrow for the rest of Super Week before we move into our final playoffs. Turtle, Joey, Red, is there anything you guys like to say before we move on and sign off for the night?
Ban Zoe.
wait, my champion.
Ban Zoe.
Okay.
Words
He's
of
not even
wisdom.
playing mid lane.
You know what? Just you wait. I'm thinking playing Zoe someday. Sometime.
No.
You're not even in the team. Yeah, okay.
We have influence.
Turtle, you gotta sleep with one eye open, okay? You're gonna see a bubble coming through your walls.
Oh god, the shadow monsters are coming back. Not like this.
always has been.
That's awesome. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in once again. As always, we will see you guys tomorrow for another great couple of matches. But until then, thanks for tuning in to the bakery. Good night. Y'all have a good one. Bye, guys.
Good night. Thank you.